Hey, hello, and welcome to your weekly episode of MySTREAMy Brony Theater 4000. My name is Evan. I play the role of Evan, and I also do the role of Finster from Mystery Brony Theater. I'm also the director, one of the writers, and the editor. Editing is what I do best nowadays, and that's what I was doing today. Nobody is in the house with me today, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. But none of that matters now. I got a show to do. Tonight's a very special episode. I'm going to be showing the process of what goes into making the sitting portion of Mystery Brony Theater 4000. I'm going to be getting some more news later tonight. So, I just wanted to break that out there. I should probably point out that the episode's production for the sitting continued today. Oh, shit. And a lot has gotten done. We've gotten 1/3 of the sitting done, which is good. And if things turn out okay, we should have the new episode up by, I am assuming to be, let me see here, what was the date? I believe it will be May 27th. May 27th is the go-to day for the next episode of Mystery Brony Theater 4000. Anyway, with that all said and done, let me begin by saying welcome to the show. Again, I guess. Let's delete that. I'm all over the place right now. Tonight I'm not really going to have too many guests. I mean, the CRUIZER might come by, but other than that, I can't really think of anything else. Besides, what we got planned tonight is just showing you the quick process of what goes into a sitting portion of Mystery Brony Theater 4000. And until we get everything situated, we're then going to be waiting for some more guests to come on, so that we know what misses out in the good exploration here. So Like I said, be sure to share that link and help us get through. Till then, everything's been fine with me. I've just been getting done some work. I'm starting back up at college on Monday. I'm looking into getting another editor for the show, but it's all debatable. I'm also thinking about moving different channels because I think people are getting sick of these live streams. I don't know why, but I just wanted to interact with people more. But enough all that aside, let me just get the candle lit so that way we can always smelling like vanilla because I love that shit. Let's see here. I always have one in the room. I have a call. We got a caller. Besides, one of the things that I should say is that a lot got done this week. I actually uploaded a video last weekend on my channel. It was a scene replication of the Moonanites shooting the quad laser in the episode Mayhem of the Moonanites. And it was a really good time, really was. So that said, let me begin with the process here. Oh yeah, I gotta send one more invite to somebody. Anyway, God, I'm always getting popular. Everybody wants a piece of the oven. So that said, I'm just about to send a quick message. Now then, silencing the phone so that way I can interact with you because I'm being unprofessional if I did do that, so I apologize. Shit. Anyway, let me start off by showing you the interface. For some reason, every single time I share it always shows that picture of King Trident, and it's always weird. Why? Why? That said, let's begin with the thing there. No. Okay, so here we are. Welcome to Mystery Brony Theater 4000 and the process. Now, the first thing all you basically need tonight is the first thing you gotta do for this thing here is having two programs, Photoshop and Premiere. These two are your best friends, I assure you. They will be the greatest things that would ever come to mind when making these things. And I guess Adobe Media Encoder, which is cool because these things are dynamically linked, so you can just go back and forth on stuff. So with that said, let's show you how the process works. Each thing we got here is a puppet. On a regular episode, we have the basic setup. I'm going to show you a screenshot from the recent episode. We have our basic setup. We have 3 characters. The seats, this cover. This is like a border that covers around it to kind of cover it up for copyright. It's nothing too bad, but it's an interesting addition. So each one of these things is a separate entity. Everything in this setup is a separate entity, from the video to everything there. But first I'm going to show you the silhouettes. So let's meet the cast. When I was in what was the date again? It was 2014, I believe. Sorry, 15. I made these bases to help create a silhouette puppet here. I'm going to be showing you some of them right here. These are the base puppets right here that I used to model out the setup, which I'll be getting to later. Oh, shoot. Excuse me. Each puppet is unique in its way. Each one, and it needs to be done in a certain period. Everything from everything from how they sit to how they walk, everything is just perfectly organized. And every character, as you see right here, has their own silhouettes. I even still have the older stuff, such as Cameron's old silhouette, for example. There to there. Everything is all set. I like that silhouette personally. Cameron, like I said, was my favorite one to create. Let's take a look at mine. This one's mine. As we sit in the theater. What's cool about this is that the seats are blocking these. The seats are actually blocking these little oval areas here. That way, when you see the seats, you can't see the puppet builds. Because what you're looking at now in the newer version is this. I know. It looks very phallic. Maybe flip it around, maybe, but either way, it's gonna look like some sort of weird sex object. Mine, baby. Anyway, so let's continue. Everything there's perfectly done. I also like this one. It's just not just because it's me, because it's nice. I got feds right over here. I always keep these in case I need them in the future. Fed's puppet was the hardest to make. He looks like a little piggy. Little piggy, no, little piggy, go home. Which doesn't even make any sense. Fed's puppet was always inconsistent because this is him looking on this in 3D in a 3D-dimensional direction this way, and here's how he turned in 3D. Made no sense. What was I thinking? I apologize. So that said, here's Zach's. And of course, here's the recent edition. Here is Justin's. Now, let me tell you about each puppet piece. This is essentially the puppet you see when they enter the theater. They go like, and then they sit down. Their rumps go down. The reason why is because I have two separate entities for the characters. This is the thing that sits down and goes down when they sit down. I'll be showing that later, so stick around. There's the front end. There's him looking at the side, and then the front, and then 3D. There's the front end. Now, if you look here, there's a Photoshop file for each one. Let's grab that one, and I'll show you what it looks like. Just give it a moment to open. It's gonna take a little bit. It's an old file. Yeah, sure, why not? I don't care. So, see what? Just gonna check the reception real quick, okay? So once the file opens, it's going to be we're gonna see this black area here. As you see, each character is shaded to look in different directions. And this is one of the harder processes here. This is actually a moment when OC Maker usually comes in handy. If you know what General Zoi's Pony OC Maker is, you look around on DeviantArt, you'll be able to find it. It's where people create a majority of their OCs, mine included. But yeah, he had a new thing where he looked. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. He had a thing where you could make your pony's head look in 6 different directions, like this: side, 3D, front, 3D, side. And using those directions, I was able to pinpoint this of how things are looking. An example, let me show you the 3D view of the character. So he's kind of looking like to the side. So once the thing he's doing there, what it essentially is what you're looking at is kind of an illusion. I had to find the right puppet for it, but I was able to use the puppet for the model for the OC Maker character looking to the side to have them appear to be looking like in the front, but they're really looking at you. Interesting concept, huh? And it's a good illusion too. I can't really reverse the thing to show the real things, or can I? I don't remember. Anyway, basically the puppets are made in Photoshop, usual stuff there. They have to have this bulge here so that way they can easily be edited and manipulated. Once all the characters are done, I have to do it in 3 different views. The full body, looking in a side view, and a 3D view. So that's why there's 2 things here. Justin standing in 3D, and Justin standing on the side. For comparison's sake, I'll show you. Look at the silhouette. 3D, side. Because once Justin sits down, he's going to be looking in the side. Which is why when you look at the rump here, it's going to be in 3D as well. As well as the front. So, with that out of the way, it's basically a big puppet making process that's going to help it sit down. Like I said, if I ever need to make a new character, I have a base ready and everything's all set for male and female. Also, the hooves are also playing a part here. They are the same file. And they don't have any, and there actually are 3 different hooves. 3D hoofs, hoof pointing in the front, and a side hoof. I've also got one for shooting horns, which you'll see in one of the older episodes. I believe it was Battle of the Bands when I used this. It's just a foam finger I found online. Free of open stuff. Hooves were really hard to program in the episodes. These were just some beta ideas. It was just some usual stuff with the puppets. So experimenting had to take a lot into it. That being said, let's have a look at the base file. Now, when they're sitting down, they have to be looking in all 3 directions. Side, 3D, and forward. So that way they can help make the illusion of turning. So yeah, turning is just merely 3 frames. That all said, let me show you the big bread and butter of making the sitting portion. I'm not going to save it. Now, when it comes to editing, I like to work with bases. In this case, I got 2 things, an episode base and a sitting base. Let's start off by showing you the sitting base. Please excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks. How you doing, Nathan? We were just about to see the base creation of the of making an episode. Try and stick with me; you'll learn some cool stuff. If you're just arriving now, I just already showed how the puppets work. How each character is essentially a different setup. Each part of the character is there, and all shaded in black using the Ponyo C Maker. But let's begin with how things work. As I said before, there are 2 different bases I use. An episode base and a sitting base. By using bases excuse me. By using bases, it helps me get things done faster. I have everything set up and ready to go. So, with that said, let me show you the sitting base. This is the base where everything is all set up. Now, let me start off by saying making the sitting base was not an easy task. It was by far one of the hardest tasks I ever did when making this thing. There was a lot of things that had to go into it, like the setup. especially for Season 3. There was the setup I had to worry about. Everything else, it was nuts. In fact, I'm just going to show you this real quick. I actually had to make calculations on where everybody would sit based on the appearance and how big the file was. So I'm going to be showing you an Instagram photo and video right now of me when I was living at my old place a long time ago. Oh boy. Oh, please excuse me. There we go. If you look on Shaded Sight Studios Instagram, you'll find this image right over here. This was something I don't have the notebook with me, but I actually had to calculate every single position of the character, looking left, right, 3D. Calculations had to be made, mathematics had to be done. I even have a video in here showing the process and everything like that. And believe me, doing it was not easy. I had to create my own formula even. I called it the hoof and mouth formula. And it wasn't easy to get it all down and even, especially because I had to make the sides of the things down. And it was not easy, like I said. I know I keep saying that, but it's just something I like to exaggerate. But until then, this base was created. Nah, not quite like that. Now, as you know, in the original Mystery Brony Theater episodes, it was just us looking at a screen. There was no animations. It was just 4 guys looking at a screen. And because of that, the episodes were easier to produce. I continued with that. It would have been a monthly thing, but I decided to incorporate movement as we went along. It's one little progression at a time. Like right now, before, the characters were looking in a 3D perspective. I did that because I felt like people were able to see the laughter more. But after some changes, I thought it would be easier, especially since the episode Meet the Ponies, where everybody moves down a seat. I kind of got more inspired by that, seeing it would make more sense, because Zach then looks forward and everybody else looks to like a 3D perspective. And it was a bold choice to make, in my opinion, because everybody was used to that because you could see him laugh by doing the head nod. And it was a big transition for us. Because I didn't know how, one of the other things I didn't know was how to indicate people laughing when they're looking forward. I tried doing a little head bobbing thing, which I'll do in the next episode, but it's kind of hard to do. Heck, when I make them like go heads into their hooves, that you can see them, like I basically shrink the head a couple of points, but you know. Anyway, this is the setup. There's a lot that goes into this. The flashback was fun. Anyway, let's talk about how this works. I have everything set up so that way I can just begin editing. The timeline is here. All these characters are all set. And everything needs to be done. That's weird. Did something go wrong on this one? I think there might be a problem. Oh, here it is. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. What was I doing? Please excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one I was looking for. This is the timeline for the bases. And every single one of these things is a movement for how they look. So like I said, in Mystery Brony Theater, there are essentially 5 directions that people look at. Imagine my fingers as the positions here. This is the characters looking forward. This is the characters kind of looking at a more 3D perspective, and this is my thumb is the characters looking to the side. And these two are pretty much the same thing as these, only like in the other direction. I had to use my hand to like model out all the different directions and perspectives. So let's talk about the how they work. These things here, these 3 areas here up to the head, is where the characters will walk out into the screen. I'm sorry, walk into the theater. Indicated right here. This is what you're going to be seeing when I'm scrolling down here. This is what you're going to be essentially looking at. The first thing I usually edit when I'm doing this thing is audio, and I'll get to that in a couple of moments. But you see they're walking down the screen. And this is the side view silhouette I showed you earlier.
And if you missed it, I'm going to show it to you again real quick. No. There it is. So let's give you an example of the side view silhouette. What you're looking at here is essentially this character. For me, for example. What they're doing is they're kind of like aquatining their way to their seat. And then comes to this point where they're sitting down. Like watch Zach right there. He's sitting down there and immediately, right there, he goes from looking to the side to 3D. So he's going from side to looking down to sit down. And then immediately looks front. Now the reason because of this is because of this thing. The way he sits down is the 3D view, like I said before. I'm going to use mine again for an example. What you're looking at right there is this. The characters are, when they're sitting down, are in two different sets. This is the front half, and this is the back half. These little circular here kind of connect with these two to kind of make a little puppet there. So that way, when they're doing down there, it's kind of like the puppet's bending a little bit, like kind of like gears in like a door or something like that. It's the best way I could say it. I could describe it. It's kind of like one of those hinges there, or like a button. Yeah, here's a good way to describe it. Look at this button here. See how it rotates a little bit? Imagine this thing right here to be the this is me. This is the legs. What you're seeing there is it's kind of sitting down. So imagine it looking to the side, and so that's what you're doing, what you're seeing there. Looking in this direction right here, let me show you how Zach sits down again. See, you can kind of see the rear part looking down. See? Let me zoom in a little bit more so I could show it to you. So right here. So let me just show you how it goes. This is essentially like several different animation files. So there's him on the side. Then he goes to 3D. And then the back half puppet goes down and he starts sitting down and immediately looks frontwards. When he looks frontwards, it goes down to the very phallic looking front angle. Yep, I am the best sex toy, as I said before. But enough about that. One thing I should also point out here is I'm going to show you right here is, like I said, the seats help cover up the silhouette illusion, so that way no one can see us sitting down there. And we are brightened up a little bit, so we can kind of contrast ourselves in the screen whenever things go dark. But we have another method for that, but I'm gonna show you in a moment. So with that said, the puppets here are all set up and ready to watch. All I gotta do now is just insert the footage here, and then go to the sound mixing. But I'll get to that later. So as you see on this thing here, I got everything essential right there so that everybody can come in and do this and do their thing. I can even change the speed. Like Zach's the one that come in last. Here's how I change the speed of them coming in. I'm gonna make Zach sit down before Justin does. Justin is always the first one to sit down because his seat is closer, as you see right there. So I'm going to make Zach sit down first. What I do is I click the clip and I go to the keyframe area. This is how I program all the movements. When I do people, I usually just do like a quick rotate, kind of like they teeter-totter their way through. Kind of like how we walk in the show. It's nothing that huge. Because, I can't animate for shit. I use poor animation. That's what I like to call it. So let's move on. I shouldn't have eaten a whole pizza. So what I'm going to do is it goes there. Whenever we walk, we lean at least 33 degrees in an angle. 30, 30, 30. And whenever I need to replicate this, I often copy paste it. Okay. I'd like to teach you guys how to edit more, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just going to show you this stuff here, but I'll go into more than that later. That's another video down the road. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make him go faster. I'm going to go, this is where he starts, which is so this area is where he starts, which is in this part of the theater, and then the area where he ends is this keyframe, where he moves to the other side. Now what we do is I take it to a point where it says 0 degrees, and I drag the ending frame right there. Let me see if that's the right area. Right here. This is before Justin lands. So now you see Zach's already moved down there, because as you see, if I move the keyframe back to the original place, Zach's going to be moving back to his original area. So this will make him go faster. So watch how he's going to come in now. He rushes in there. So what about all this other stuff here? What I do is I take the clip there. I grab these three clips right here. Put them there. And bada bing, bada boom. Oop. Yeah. So now he's sitting down there before everybody else does. And I like to mix up that variety for every episode when I edit. But with that said, let me just get back to work. So, moving on. I shouldn't have eaten an entire medium Domino's pizza. Let's talk about the head movements, which are right here. You can actually see this whole file here on the Mystery Brony Theater's Facebook videos section, where it shows how the puppets were finished. So this is how they look to side. As you see, I got a interesting setup here. Each head movement is essentially 5 frames, from when they looked all the way on the left to moving to the right. So it's side, 3D, front view, 3D, side, like the fingers and the hands, like I said. It's essentially 5 different directions they can look. And the looking to the side and 3D areas are basically the same files, but they're mirrored. Like these things here you're seeing are the essential 3D view files or images. I just basically mirrored them or flipped them horizontally or vertically. Yeah, whatever. I looked them over there, and there you go. Simple stuff. Nothing bad. I have 2 versions of this, so they can look that way and that way. It's really cool. And of course, doing this actually makes obvious communication better. When they're like looking to the side, you can see them move down and everything, move down and nod and do everything like that. When they used to laugh, I used to go like through. But like I said, doing the nodding and the laughing in this one was hard to persevere. But what was weird was because I actually wanted to base it more on Mystery Science Theater. But in Mystery Science Theater, how do I model this? Way right here. I need some characters. Who do I use? I know. Yeah. Okay. So, for the most part, let's take a look here. Sunset Shimmer. Let's say Sunset Shimmer here is Crow. Okay? Let's say Starlight Glimmer is Tom Servo. And let's say Trixie is Mike Nelson. Mike Nelson was always looking forward in the show, for the most part. Crow was on this side, I believe. Was on this side. He was always looking like 3D towards the screen. And Servo was always looking at the opposite side, kind of, like more 3D tilted. So this is how they were looking together. But other than that, they had to look around and do that stuff there. And usually when I'm editing, if you actually watch the newer episodes, you can actually see the characters kind of like look to the sides, or like rest or relax or something like that. Like in the new episode, so for most of the time, my character is going to be doing this, which is something Cameron did in shit, what was the episode? Runaway Rainbow. So that's it. Let me tell you about about how that works. But like I said, when they're looking in 3D, it's one of the easier things to work with because they can look at each other and they can bob their heads. McLeod. But it was always something interesting to study. This was keep in mind this was all experimental stuff I was doing. When I look at editing, I look at it as more of a mad science experiments. You get to experiment with things and see what you can come up with. So in honor of me doing this, I'm going to be bringing in another brushy here just because I'm bored. And I'm going to... Whoop, there goes Starlight. I'm going to have Princess Wisteria from Princess Promenade join me here. Because I always forgot this tradition here. But, damn it. Of putting ponies up here. So there's Wisteria. Now let's move on to the next part here. So I said there I'm moving to tilting later. Well, I can do it now. Why not? So when let's say I want to make Zach's head laugh. The old way, or nod. What I do is I go up to the rotation thing and I make it simple. 1, 2. Oh wait, I don't have the. Hold on, I gotta. Pretty sure I had a blank sequence around here somewhere. Nope. Yeah, I'll use this one for now. So let's say I'll put Zach's in here. So what I do is I'm going to increase this a little bit just so I show you. So there's Zach. Just zoom in there. I'm just going to make him nod. So what I do is I go to rotation here and I hit one key. I just go to the side, 1, 2, 3. And I minus it -3. Or to laugh. Usually when I made him laugh, it was just -3 degrees. To make him laugh continuously, I just did this. 1, 2, 3, paste. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, paste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, paste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, paste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, paste. So now watch. This was Zach's one example of an old laugh cycle I did. It didn't really look like much of a laugh. It looked like someone just continuously nodding, but it still felt like laughter. I kind of like it a little bit, but, it was always confusing with the perspective of the screen. So now I just do kind of like a bobbing, kind of formation thing. It's a little awkward, but it works in my opinion. Got a brusher. So let's move on to the next one here. The next portion here that I'm going to show you is whenever I make them like nod or something like that, it's always just simple 3 keyframes here. For the center one, for nodding, it's basically just a -5. It's easy stuff. When they're mopey, I usually make them like 8 or something like that. And this doesn't go in the negative; it goes either way. And it's always debatable. It depends on the situation. You gotta feel it. You gotta feel what they're doing. With that said, let's talk about hoof movements. Let's explore the wondrous world of hooves, everybody. So I'm gonna just lower you down here, Wisteria. I'm going to what I like about this toy, by the way, is she actually did come with the flower. And this was a Gen 4 Target exclusive. It came with Gothic Pinkie Pie. Anyway, let's move on to how the hoofs work. Now for the hooves, like I said, each hoof is one separate file. The hooves come in 3 separate files: 3D hoof, front hoof, and side hoof. Now, before you say anything, you'll notice a keen difference with the 3D hoof and the side hoof. You'll see it's a little bit lopsided, like Like look at this feather duster. Okay, that's a bad example. Oh, here's a more accurate and more realistic example. Look at this giant paperclip. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the tilt. This is what it would look like in the front, and this is kind of like 3D. It's a little tilted. It's a little tilted. Now, doing this is kind of a bit of a barely noticeable difference, but it's But it's really at least something to look into. The front hoof has a big difference. This is kind of a hoof I hate. It's really not noticeable in the product, and I'll show you why. So each hoof represents the left and the right. It's just mirrored. So with that said, let me show you how the hoof movements work. Going back to the timeline, we move on to these 3 sections here. As you see, each section here is a hoof, but there are 2 ways they do it. I have 2 different means of moving the hooves. These 2 are the side hoofs, as well as this one. These 3 here are for 3D views, and these ones here are for front views. And each one of these things here are the front and back hoofs. Front hoof, back hoof, I can't remember right now. Which means you'll notice is that these hooves look different than these other ones. I'll explain that later. It has to do with layering. So with that said, let's take a look and see what the hoof movements look like when they're not edited. This is the front hooves right here. The first of the front hooves has them kind of like moving up there. As soon as I rewind it, and they should be going down. So watch this. Oh, that's not what I wanted to show you. Damn it! I'm screwing up. Okay, so there you go. They're moving up there, and then they move back down. And then I have another one where they're looking on both sides this time. One thing you might notice here is that one is darker. I'm going to move in a little bit more. This is actually a recent attention to detail I included in the last season. You'll notice that one hoof is darker. That's because this hoof is further away from the character. And it's a little bit darker. And this one's here, and it's darker. The foreground as well as our silhouettes are slightly darker, but just slightly, to kind of differentiate the line there from the seats. Oh my god. So So yeah, one thing I have here is them raising the roof, waving their hands in the air, and the other one is just them going like hey and hey, hey, hey. I feel like I'm doing Deadmau5's weird dance. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, hey, hey, whatever. Anyway, make a gif of that, whatever. So yeah, that's the first movement. Now for the 3D view, it's similar. It's a little similar. I'm gonna just pull this back a little bit. For a 3D view, it's a little fit. Shit, I'm not doing good at this. Yes, I am so fired. Anyway, so they're doing the same thing. They're raising the roof, waving their hands in the air. And then they do this. Only it's in a 3D perspective. So what they do is let me show you the differentiate again. The hooves are very, very hard to make out, but you can see the difference. One of the bigger debates was actually deciding how small the bodies were supposed to be. If you have any questions about these animations or anything like that, feel free to ask. I'll be happy to answer. So they're looking to the side, everything right there. So it's essentially the same. Now, looking at the dividing here, it's, like I said, it's a simple animation to do. Just keyframing the rotation and it's anchored down. And what's better, this space here is I can add some more rotations. Like if I want to make say Zach's hand go up a little bit and then back down. See how he's kind of raising his hand there. I can make it go back there, and then I can make it go back down. Planning out the hoof movement speed is actually really harder. Much harder, excuse me. And doing it is really, really open and out there. It depends on how you feel. Like I said, you got to have that grasping feel of it. Now, the other side, looking at the mirrored side is pretty much the same thing, just like mirrored.
But let's talk about the two that I hate. Now, when I said I hated the forward-looking, this was kind of another thing I hated about it, because the lapping was one thing, and this is the other thing. One thing I hate out of everything. The hoof movements here I don't really like, but it was kind of forced. So for these two, I have two different animations. This one and this one. So it's like, and huh. So they go up like this, and they go up like this. I need to do this movement because I need to make them feel like they're kind of pointing at the screen, such as the Mystery Brony Theater, like kind of like the Mystery Science Theater silhouette where Mike's or / Joel is like pointing at the screen. So one thing I got to do is ensure that. So yeah, I'm gonna let me start by removing the heads. Seeing what you're seeing here. This is the front hoof, where you'll see them in front of their face, and these are a little easier to edit. Like I can make them go like, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?" But like waving raising their hand, which you'll be seeing more of there. But I find this one to be more efficient because it's really an interesting more concept. As you notice, some of the hooves are touching, and it's a thing nobody's really made a big deal about. And oh, look who's decided to join us. Oh, look who decided to join us in the middle of my lesson.
Oh, bloody.
I would rather I didn't.
So keep your mouth shut.
Well,
Pretty mouth.
Ladies and gentlemen, CRUIZER has joined the party.
Greetings, everyone.
You're right on time. I was showing people the whimsical way of hoof movement.
Oh, cool. I actually always get
CRUIZER
a
has
kick
joined the party.
out of the movement of the hooves that you do, especially with the new one, because for those of you who may or may not have noticed, before I joined the show, the movement was actually very minimal. It was just, quick, up, down, that was pretty much it.
Yeah, it was done really...
Full-on motion movements, it even got, like my head ducking in the first episode I was in. So
when was your head ducking in the first episode?
When I went to go cover my ears because during that terrible song.
Yeah, I couldn't really remember that, but like I remember one thing. One thing I'm gonna do is that one of the things I'm new introducing is kind of like them doing this. Because what you're doing is when they do this, I'm showing them the movements here. I'm not gonna go explain everything with the hoof movements like before. So just keep watching.
Yeah, essentially I guess you could call it a face palm or a hoof palm.
No, it's more like facing the hoof. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to show you some examples in the next episode of what I've been experimenting with. Like, so this is essentially the two hoofs there that are in the front, and the other one is just simple stuff. Or I like to say, like, hey, look at me, I'm over here, and the other one's like raising your hand politely like a regular average grade school student. So first of all, I'm going to turn off my camera on the Skype thing there. So if you want to take a look at it, you can just take a look at the stuff you just saw. Anyway, so with that said, that's basically the hoof movements in general. And it's a very, very easy process. It's just using your imagination. Like I said, when you put the hooves up there, you got essentially all the space here to edit the hoof movements. Like if you want to, like say I have one hoof doing this, I could just go in there and make increase it to go this way, so it look like it's waving, and then have an endpoint and just move them down. It's all just reconfiguring and using your imagination. I could go more into that, but like I said, I'm not here to teach you how to edit tonight. I'm just showing you some behind the scenes action, like how in this case he's showing you how I turned Zack into Elekid from Pokemon, or maybe Baneri. I don't know what he looks like. But either way, that Pokemon's back. So when that said, there's this last half here, which is essentially just us in the standard pattern and then just leaving. Which is like the same thing as before. The rising and staying are two different pictures. And then...
You just...
What?
I'm sorry, but I just thought that was so funny. The fact that the flank just went up and down as if it was like a flank shake or something.
Clap your hooves and do a little shake. Do.
Twerk it, yeah.
You know, I could just erase everything and just make your character do it. Anyway.
He would, too, that's the thing.
I have the power.
Okay, you getting ready for MegaCon?
I'm not talking about MegaCon now. I'll explain. We'll be talking MegaCon later.
You're no fun.
Anyway, the thing about us leaving is when we leave the theater, it's kind of a different kind of story. First, we start up in the 3D perspective, and then it immediately... What the hell's wrong with your character there? The fuck? Must be a glitch. Oh, wait, yeah, I see what the problem is. Yeah, like, your character doesn't have 2 halves, that's why. So, instead of Justin's here, we have 3 characters here. Like I said, us sitting and standing are 2 different images. The front half, and the back half. I'll show them to you again for those who just joined and don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to show you Zach's for the example. Let's screw that. I think I'm going to show you Justin's. So the 2 images of us sitting and standing are this. Again, for those who are just joining. Head and legs right here. This is the front half. And this is the back half. So when you're sitting and standing, it's 2 different images. This is the back half, this is the front half. So when you're sitting and standing, it's those 2 together, creating an illusion of sitting and standing. And this goes for all the characters, like I said. Now when we turn, it's essentially a front view without the legs, and then goes back to them, 2 halves, and then back to the side view, and then they just crawl their way out. None too similar there.
Yeah, that's essentially our Beatles moment right there, that little album cover.
What, right there?
No, as we walk, yeah. Penny Lane.
Abbey Road. Abbey Road.
Yeah.
So does that mean I'm dead? Should I not be wearing shoes?
Bottle of beer or anything like that that's been used?
I don't drink.
I know you don't. Your friends do.
Can't say that I do. What do you need it for?
I'm just gonna melt it down. I got a beautiful little fire out there, and it's super hot right
Can I just point out that whatever's being said here is being live on my podcast?
Enjoy, people. Did you check maybe Joe?
Yeah, I already Joe'd it.
You think he'd be the first one?
Yeah, actually, I was looking for Steven, because I knew Steve would drink a beer, but...
Everybody wants to know who is talking right now.
That is Mike. He's our caretaker.
Cool.
My stepdad's left side is paralyzed. You can say hello right there.
Hello.
This is my friend Evan and his...
Evan, how are you, my man?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
You know what? I'm okay.
And he's also a film student, Evan.
Nice. Should probably point out I'm live streaming on the internet right now.
Yes, we noticed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is our caretaker because my stepdad, his left side is paralyzed, and he helps with take care of his needs while the rest of us are all busy and working.
Interesting. Thank you for the introduction, sir.
Well, you do. I mean, besides having a little, fun here and there.
Yes, we do. And actually, my little Justin is actually a good friend of mine, too.
Oh, my little Justin, really?
Yeah. He has turned me on to some things that are really cool, so I enjoy the man, all right? But he's still my little Justin.
Go fuck yourself.
All right.
That was worse than Mama Buzzkill. Jeez.
Oh, man, that's hard.
For those of you wondering...
Oh, yeah, so I'm going to be playing Zanj. Everybody on the stream, if you are watching this, I want you to refer to Cruiser as my little Justin, please.
Oh, go screw.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know what I'm going to be calling this file section now. I'm just going to do that change right now. Oh, I can't because it's going to ruin everything, but let me move on to the next lesson here. So, let's talk about how the setup here. Each theater here has a different thing here. Like I said, the long seats are essentially covering the silhouettes, what's in the arm movements. And would you like to see what it looks like when the arms are not covered? Do you want to see what we look like? when we're not being covered. Because we're perfectly disguised. We're talking Carousel of Progress disguised. I mean, I've already made a joke saying that my character looking forward looks like a giant dick, so yeah. So let's take a look at what we look like without the cover. So that's us looking at the sides. And two different.
Walk like an Egyptian.
This is us looking forward. That's us looking forward. Looks like we're doing the holding hands like Hands Across America.
That achieved absolutely nothing.
Hands Across America.
You're sitting there holding on to this dude, some sweaty dude's hands, like, when can I, like, let go?
Do you ever see the Simpsons parody of it? Homer's trying to watch TV and there's just people walk through his living room with the hands.
Like, talk about the most useless thing ever.
I thought it was cute. Yeah, it was cute. Anyway, let's move on to the other thing there. The seats block out all the knickknacks and everything like that. But let's talk about something that's kind of important here. When I lay down an episode, there's something that people have not pointed out or have noticed, but it matters. That's a what I have here is something over the an episode. This thing here, that gray screen you see that we're looking at, is a solid. So if I get rid of it, we look like this. Now when so a solid is like a solid color, like a red or something like that. Before, some of the episodes we tried experimenting with green screening by like getting rid of that thing. And even when Mystery Science Theater did this, they did something called luma keying, where they're looking at a essentially when they're shooting, they're looking at a white screen. And what they do is they kind of like green screen the white screen out to make the silhouettes look a little blacker. This is what was called, it's not called chroma keying, it's called luma keying, but that's another lesson down the road. But this solid here actually has another huge importance. This thing is actually translucent. So if I get rid of and put it in full translucent, you'll see clearly we are looking at a white screen. It's just a little transparent.
We are essentially looking at a cue ball.
Fine, whatever. Anyway, one thing I will say here is it puts a grave importance. Like, we say we have to watch, I don't know, let me choose an episode here.
Didn't we actually watch, 3 episodes 2 weeks ago?
2.
Tails is cut into 2 little shorts.
Spoilers. No one knows what we watch. Anyway,
No one's watching us anyway.
Oh, good. Someone's already doing that. My Little Justin. My Little Justin. I used to wonder what embarrassing nicknames could be. My Little Justin. Until you shared its magic with me. Thank you. Thank you. You are my official hero now, Nathan. Okay, so let's take a look at an old episode.
Wanting to say something embarrassing about me for a long time.
So let's say we do an episode where we watch I don't know Fugitive Flowers, the one with the Flories. You remember that one? So let me show you an example of how this benefits it. So what we do down here, I'll import the file. It might take a little bit. There we go. So Fugitive Flowers. I'm gonna just unlock the episode audio there. I'm gonna import this thing here, and one of the other things the color matte, the importance of the color mattes here is that this is not Fugitive Flowers. This is, oh yes it is. Is you see without the color matte it looks high quality, look nice and colorful. No, don't save. I don't want you to save this. It looks nice and colorful. What I need to do essentially is I need to increase the size so that way it can fit the screen. Hope you're learning something. So I'm going to increase the size of that thing there to make it fit the screen, just to show you guys what this does. The reason why I put the mat up there is for 2 reasons. One, I like it to kind of look more like an older movie, like an older episode kind of thing. And the Crab Nasties return. Could you describe? Oh yeah, the Crab Nasties. Fugitive Flowers. It's a Gen 1 episode where these creatures called the Crab Nasties are police officers trying to get these flower people things that are evil. And one of the crabs is voiced by Optimus Prime. It's as awesome as it sounds. Justin.
What?
Did you hear a word I just said?
You said it's awesome as it sounds. One of those things is voiced by Optimus Prime.
Sure, why not? Anyway, point being, one of the other reasons I have the mat over here is because it also kind of assists us in avoiding copyright. By making it a little lighter, we can kind of, it doesn't do well, but we use it to attempt to block out some of the copyright scanners. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It works well on Facebook, at least. So, yeah. Audio. Audio is a whole big process that is a big pain in the ass. I'm going to show you a more in-depth analysis of how the audio works in just a moment, but yeah, the audio here is just, here's the configuration. So before I show you the example, I'm going to show you a little interesting weird thing that I've been keeping in these bases for a while. If you scroll out long enough in this file here, you'll come across this blue section. This section here is actually episode 201, one always on display for some reason. The reason why it's not here, the reason why it's there, it's just there for some sort of weird reference. I think I used it for something, but in the end I just keep it there for, like, I don't know, consider it like a lucky charm kind of. It's just always there to see what we've done. Who could remember when Cameron had the glasses? Or was in the show? And this dude. Higgins always looked like Cousin It back then. Maybe one of those fry guys from McDonald's. And I was the only one that was really distinct. So yeah, it's a weird thing I keep in there, but it's always here. So let's talk about how the sound works. So hang on to your butts. You're going to be seeing a preview of the new episode.
Ooh, teacher, I have a problem.
What's your
question.
What's your
Is this going to be on the test?
Stop messing up this thing. People have actually been looking forward to this.
But can I use the bathroom?
Go use the bathroom.
I'm just kidding, dude. Go ahead.
Okay. So let me show you something here. 402. I'm not going to save anything because I don't want anything messed up with the space. So essentially what I do is I open the base file so I can bring everything up and get ready anytime. And like I said, when I made these base files, I had to calculate all kinds of stuff, seen by these images here. I had to make... This was before I even made the calculations, but I had to... But Justin, if you see these images here, when I made that base, I had to literally make my own... But these are the only two images I could find on Instagram. I can't find the notebook offhand, but I had to make my own formulas, calculate every single place the person would be, as well as the side things, and basically it took a long time to calculate the best accurate results.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't easy. So yeah, if you look on Shade Site Studios Instagram, you can find images and videos like that. So when I edit, I duplicate the base and move it to the side here, so that way I can easily copy and paste like a hoof movement or something right there. So let's talk about the audio. Oh wait, sorry people, I forgot to give you the tree that you wanted. Just gotta drag this over here. New characters, what? No, this episode is called episode 402, which stands for season 4, episode 2. Lots of people do this. If you actually go on southpark.com when you watch any of the episodes, it'll say episode like something with the same setup.
Yeah, it's like that for almost every show.
Every show, but South Park does it in the public for some reason. It's weird. So yeah, I just gotta move the base right here so that we can do this here. So the episode we are watching, one of the episodes we are watching is Stand By Me, which involves a court case. Trying to prove this guy innocent. Or guilty or whatever.
Hey, Tony.
Yes, Tony Sampson, the guy who voiced Eddie from Ed, Edd n Eddy, was the voice of Teddy So Teddy was Eddie.
Yeah. And not much has changed.
Yeah, he was a dick back then, and he's a dick as Eddie. Just minus the money. I should also point out that this episode is actually going to feature the first T-shirt promo that we're probably going to be doing in order to get money for better equipment, hopefully. I just gotta see it's just probably going to be something simplistic, but, hopefully it'll get some cash flow for us. By cash flow, I mean stuff for equipment, namely.
Yeah, we still don't make any money off of this.
Yep. But the company that distributes it can get money off of it. Nah. So that's what. Also, the disclaimer is going to be changing in the beginning there to like I said I copied the disclaimer from DBZ's Team 4-Star. So at the beginning it says the following is a non-profit fan base parody. I feel like that hasn't been directed at. When I say that, it's kind of like aimed towards the video only. So I'm gonna be changing it to the following is an unmonetized video parody. To be more specific. Anyway, let's talk about how the audio works. This is the biggest pain ever. Not because the audio, and I mean that in both perspectives. See all this green down there? All that green? All that is audio snippets. I have to sync the sound, make sure the volume reaches the accurate level, and also make sure all the jokes are which jokes to use. We take 2 different takes when we record an episode. The first one's a dry reaction, the other one's kind of like more filling in all the jokes and everything. If you'll see, that's why you see 2 on each one. This was Zach's first take, this was his other take. This is Zach's first take, and this is other takes. But Justin only has 1, which is the after take. Because why? What?
Because I'm still getting used to this.
Yeah, right. Anyway, the reason why was because his first take he used GarageBand like me and accidentally, I will confess this is an honest mistake. He hit the loop feature in his recording. He hit the loop feature in his recording. So what I got is a 24. Wait, which one was it? Yeah, what I got is a 24-minute and 56-second of this audio looped.
That G2 is the anti-friendship is magic. That G2 is the anti-friendship is magic.
I have to listen to this the entire time.
That G2 is the anti-friendship is magic.
There you go. I'll make that into a ringtone one day. So I cut that one out. I'm probably just going to make a joke in the credits by just looping that over and over and over again. Or something like that. Or maybe I might do it during the disclaimer or something like that. Whatever. I'll send it to someone. They'll make a remix. I don't know. Anyway, if you're good with music or know somebody there, just contact me. I'll do that. That's why I told him to send it to me anyway. So it's just 24 minutes of him saying that because he accidentally hit a loop button. Nathan Alcantara says, "Great job, my little Justin." So, like I said there...
My little Justin.
Like I said, I was telling Justin today, this is a pretty basic episode. It's not too good, but it's okay. It's still working on it. As you can see, this is the point where I left off that little red mark there, and as you can see, I'm basically, oh, I forgot to zoom out. Basically, what I'm saying is I'm basically, I don't know, like a third of the way done. Still got a long way to go. So when I go through an episode, you'll notice at the end of every episode I have a stinger. And like how at the end of one episode I say, you have, my favorite one of all time is the one in Baby It's Cold Outside, where after the credits it shows surprise saying, "Boy, oh boy, I bet you're surprised to see me." And like, or like Magic Coins, where you see the guy at the end saying, "This is outrageous." So what I do is I like to go through the episode and I kind of like separate one of those out there. I'm not going to show you the one I chose for this one, but it's kind of funny. Features Kelly Sheridan doing the voice of Melody.
We'll make sweet music.
It was a good. She wasn't. She didn't sing. That wasn't her.
Still the character, though.
Yeah, it was.
Or were you about to say that was a good impression?
No, it wasn't a good impression. I said in there. She actually was not a good. She actually was a good singer in that song. I gotta admit. Truth be told, when I was editing that episode, I had the song "Sweet Music" locked in my brain for like a month and a half. Not even lying.
And now it's "I'm a Pony Girl."
Yeah, and that. Anyway, the audio. Justin recorded his on a Blue Yeti microphone. I did mine on my Snowball here, and Zach, he recorded his on his cell phone because he's having a problem with his recording software. Now, this was the first time Justin essentially did any recording with his Blue Yeti microphone, so the volume for this one's going to be a little maxed out. So, yeah, it's going to be, but it'll be hearable at least. But because of that, editing audio is not my best forte. Yes, I still have also nightmares about that green-headed Carrot Top pony. But the thing about Zach's is his microphone is actually very quiet. So what I have to do is I have to up the audio gain to make him sound louder. But because I do that, you can hear background ambience. Like here, I'll play you a clip right now if you listen really carefully. Silence on set. Everybody's lost it by this point.
I mean, I'm already insane.
So that's why you kind of hear like a little bit of a thickness in Zach's voice. It's kind of like because of the audio. Hopefully, with the t-shirt sale, I'll be able to get him a Snowball microphone. CRUIZER's is going to be a little thick, but you know, I'm not saying this to kind of like separate myself from normal. I'm kind of saying this more of a fact. My audio is basically one of the best audios in there. Mainly because I didn't really edit much, but it's quiet. There is some points where I kind of clip it though. Which brings on to the other thing. This is what I do. I do this process right here I'm about to show you to all videos, including like Hoof Rocket or anything like that. My mixer right here. This mixer here allows me to get the audio readings from everybody from essentially anybody on there. So that way I can track their decibel system. Now when we upload an episode and start with the audio, we have to sync the sound. Whenever we do it and record an episode, I tell everybody to do the basic thing. I tell them to clap to help slate it. I tell them 1, 2, 3, hey, 1, 2, 3, hey, 1, 2, 3, hey. I gotta match up all three of those hays and to the point where we say it at the same time, so that way we can kind of get an idea of the sync. It's really hard. It's a little difficult, but once you see the episode and what the jokes entail, you kind of get the feel for it. Sometimes you even have to use jokes from a further point in the thing and put it in there to replace it. But it's really good. But it's really an interesting process. What I do is I have to mix it then. How do I mix it? This other system thing right here measures the sound length. So that way I can know how this overall sound is. But these things up here measure the sound decibels of each character in general. So how do I measure that? I actually go through a system. When I was in Full Sail, I actually screenshot a PowerPoint slide that I did, and I always use it today. I'm going to show you this thing right now for all of you guys who want to learn how to edit, especially with audio. So if you have a screenshot button, I'd recommend taking a screenshot of this to help know how you can improve the audio of your videos. So let's take a look. This is the audio levels here. When you're editing dialogue, you have to keep it between 6 and 12 decibels. Ambience and sound effects such as like background noises, such as like say you're outside and you hear like birds chirping or something like that, keep between 18 and 12 decibels. I try to keep it around 18 and 20. For music, 18 exactly, as much as you can. And when it comes to mixing it overall, try and keep it between 6 and 3, or keep it below 0. Bottom line, don't make it go in the red. If it's in the red, you are in trouble, and you'll be basically screwed for life. So like I said, I got this here from Full Sail, and it was a big help for me in my audio at mixing. I'll let you take a moment to screenshot it. If you're using for those of you who are having problems taking a screenshot, if you're using a Mac, hold Command, Shift, and 3. And if you're using a Windows PC thing, there should be a print screen button somewhere on the left side, right side. I don't remember. Where's the print screen button located on a keyboard, Justin?
Is it on one of these iMacs?
No, it's not. We have for us it's Command Shift 3. No problem.
Yeah, then
That's fine. They'll figure it out. Anyway, well, that's basically how I use the audio mixing. In the end, it's all mixing up everything, and it's all configuring all the puppet stuff there. Whenever I need to add a hoof movement, I always have the original bass to the side, so I can just grab something and just pull it up and just copy paste it there. I guess the last thing I could talk about is the I can talk to you guys about is the last part here, which is the episode bass. Like I said, I have two basses when it comes to making these. The sitting bass and the episode bass. So I just showed you the sitting bass and what the next episode is going to be. I'll show you the episode bass. Justin, I think you might find this one interesting. Like I said, when it comes to videos, I work a lot in basses. So that way, when I open the video, everything's ready. This is a thing where I have to just open this and everything's there. I open the episode and everything's going to be all set and ready. The posters are there. I just got to copy and paste the posters there. I go over here. I got all the materials. Anything for solids, anything for characters. Like if I want to put down, say, Justin's character. You want his body in there? You want to see his creepy eyeless body puppet in there? All I got to do is just do this. And then this. That's how the puppets work. I kind of use it a lot in Photoshop. I'll show you how it works a little bit. I have the bodies of the characters have 5 parts to it. There's the main body where it shows the emotions and expressions and the eyes and the teeth. Or mouth, or whatever. Then come the eyes. I'm going to show you a quick one real quick. As you see right here, each one has their own section. I'll use Zach's for now. In this case, I have one for the body, which is right here, one for the foreground leg, one for the eyes, one for the whites, and one for the background leg. So now that I got the body down there, I just got to put the hooves down there. The foreground leg. Justin, nightmare fuel form. That's what he said in the comments section. So now he's got one leg. The back leg, which is right down there. And now I put in the eyes. Where are the eyes? If you'll notice, there's 2 folders here for the eyes, as well as the bodies. There's the front and the 3D form. The front is essentially whenever we look forward in the theater, which is namely only done when we're looking at Finster. I haven't made a front form for Justin's OC yet, and I don't know, it depends on what's going on. So now this is how the puppet's made. I made the white separate from the eyes so that way I can move the eyes all over the place. Here, I'll show you. It's a little bit of a delicate procedure. So whenever I need them to talk, I just got to switch the body as well. But until then, the eyes are kind of separate. The hooves also are separate as well. The front hoof is the hardest thing I have ever dealt with in these puppets, because of its one fatal flaw. Sometimes the hoof goes off the puppet. See what I'm saying here? Seeing here, Justin? You're instantly turning into Rayman.
How's it going off? I don't see.
Well, there's actually a good explanation. Yep, instant Rayman. The reason because of that is because of this little circle down here. See this little dot here in the middle of the screen, Justin?
Yes.
That little bullseye there? That's what we call an anchor. Everything in the image is going to revolve around that anchor. Exactly. So what I need to do is I need to take the anchor, and I can do this. I don't really do this. I usually position it differently, but you can take this hoof and make the anchor go around closely. See, I moved it a little closer now. Look how it goes. It's kind of getting more around that bordered area. If I were to like put the anchor in the center, it would just go around. So yeah, essentially that is the process there. But usually when I move it, I usually like change the position of it. Like say I do this. But when I animate, I like give it a little bit of a movement right there. It's a little not professional, but it's the best I can do. Like I said, I'm not a good person when it comes to editing puppets. But it's poor man's animation. It still works okay. I mean, if William Street can do it, I can do it too.
I was just about to say, it worked for Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
And Brack. And Space Ghost. I've been watching Brack lately.
Turns out Frylock was the voice of Thundercleese.
Yeah, I know. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I didn't see it on Carrie's IMDb page.
Fun fact here about Justin's character is his VIP badge. You'll notice it says VIP. But also, if you look underneath it, there's more text down there.
Yeah, what does it say exactly?
It actually says Gashminga Khan entry. Gashminga Khan is a reoccurring fake convention name that I came up with. Which is actually a reference to a Billy and Mandy episode where Billy dies and goes to Valhalla.
Gashminga Khan. I thought it said like just very important pony.
No, it says Gashminga Khan entry. I told you this.
No, you didn't. You never did.
Yeah, the first time you ever saw Gashminga Khan occur was when I was doing actually doing the advertisement to making the pony posters where I say they're advertising the whitest movie you've ever seen in your life. But when it says I want to turn Fluttershy into the giant claw, it says I quickly say seriously I want to see it, and then it has this large explanated thing there where it talks about random gibberish and something about me, Meredith Sims, meeting her at Gashminga Khan. She was being a bitch. Anyway, that's another story down the road. But I'm basically yeah, that's the hidden Easter egg there. Now when I did before I actually had everything down there already, and Cathode's puppet was already there. I think I might have shown you guys this already, but like Cathode's puppet was the hardest thing I've ever had to animate. It made me want to put a gun to my head. Because her tail, how do I describe this? I gotta show you an episode to describe what I'm talking about. First of all, I liked animating her. Cathode had a very good puppet. You know who this is, right, Justin?
Yeah, of course.
Much like Zach, she was a fun experiment. She was a really big experiment to work on. Was this it?
Well, shit.
Nope, that's my opening for the episode finale. I love that one. Where is it? Oh, here it is, draft 2. So when Cathode came in here, she had like several components to her. So apparently Nathan is giving you a new title. My Little Justin, the VIP of Gashminga Khan.
Sure, why not?
So an example being right here where we're talking. If you'll notice, one of the things that was featured on there was two things that made Cathode difficult. The fact that she has the color bars matted in there and her static tail. In fact, in the actual episode, her static tail is seen through. Like right here on the edge, you can see it is clearly not in sync with the tail. She was a good character to work with, but she was riddled with glitches. Like, if you're familiar with the glitch gremlin in the Angry Video Game Nerd, let's just say this was its spawn. Because she was really hard to work with. Because of the static, she was lagging. She had a lot of and it was hard to sync up everything. When it comes to Mystery Brony Theater, I commonly use 5 layers. I want you all to take a guess of how many layers Cathode had.
5.
No, she didn't have 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
50.
50? Are you serious?
No, she actually had, let me see, 5. She actually had 9.
Kiwi?
9 layers. 9 layers of pure annoyances. The static layer, she had 3 bodies I had to work with, which I had to mat out. And because of the static, she was causing all this lag and everything. It was nuts. I guess one of the other things I should probably bring up is the character's ability to use magic. This is actually an interesting thing I want to bring up. So whenever our characters used magic in the olden days, it was basically like a small like spear or something like that. Like this scene here where Joey Oropeza is from Pony Meets World is making a cameo. Higgins uses the rocket chair to levitate himself, and then he compliments of how he doesn't get a good try lollipop. Notice the horn magic. It was like more of like an oval that just levitates stuff. In the recent episode where I pulled Justin in, I introduced the new magic horn aura, which is kind of like the new addition to the season. Like in every season, I like to incorporate a brand new. This is in the right folder. What am I doing? A brand new like mechanic, whether it be like season 3 where we're having like the moving heads, like the more 3D like heads, or something like this. But in this one, it's it was the magic. So watch when I'm pulling Justin inside the room. Watch my horn.
Wait, I got.
You'll see it has that squiggle there, and the aura also has more like waves to it. Because of this, I was actually invoking a new thing in my editing process, which were called recipe cards. I got these little note cards here that were able to like help me track down the different effects I used with different files. So that way I'll be able to do that. I won't tell you how the effect was done, but it's just it was a lot of time to master. The rendering, once I'm done doing the setting, I usually write out the script, then I wait for everybody's lines, I record mine, and then I shoot Finster's scenes, and then after that I edit this, put it all together, I make one censored, one uncensored, add the credits at the end, and after that I just do what I do best. I spend 2 days render. It takes full day to render, and other than that, it's none to it. And that exactly is how an episode of Mystery Brony Theater is edited. The two factors here is that it's all about mood. It's all about trying to feel devoted to it. Kind of like how James Rolfe does Angry Video Game Nerd. He has to be in that mood to edit. Heck, I remember one time when we did the one episode, so at the end where we were celebrating Cathode's birthday, I believe it was episode 300, season 3, episode 2. No, it was season 2, episode 2, Magic Coins Part 2. I remember I was taking a full day to render, and I actually had this tablet open, and I was listening to Mystery Science Theater. I listened to 5 episodes total, editing it to get it out on time, until I died. That being said, the episode right now is still in the process. And as I said, the next episode is due to come out I'm not the Death Lord of Magic, that's just the color I like. Magical aura colors don't have anything to do... anything really, I don't know how it works. Some people say it was the color of the eyes, but you know. Heck, if you go on... Heck, if what I'm going to show you is actually pretty cool here. In Facebook, I originally had an idea to pitch to Higgins that he hated, was a idea for how Cathode was going to do her magic. Actually, I have the video right here. What am I doing? Take a look at this. If I can find it, that is. I was bored one night and decided to do and pitched Higgins this video idea that I made, and everybody else loved it online, and it was how where is that damn Is this it? Like, here's some shots of Zach when I was practicing the magic effect. With Zach levitating the tickets. And of course, I also have another one with cathode, which I gotta find real quick. Is this it? What was dumb? Nope, that was the a Kickstarter I did. Was it results? Oh wait, it's right here. Take a look at this. This was originally an idea I pitched to Higgins for Cathode's Cathode's magic abilities. Take a look at this, Justin.
Looks pretty sci-fi-y.
I was actually doing more like experimenting on it. It was really good stuff. I liked it. And when I posted on the Mystery Brony Theater Facebook page, everybody else loved it. They thought it was really creative and fun. Higgins did not like it. He didn't like the idea. How you doing, Jake? So aside from that, it might take a little bit of time to edit, and it takes a lot of time and patience. But as I said, the next episode of Mystery Brony Theater is going to be set to be airing on May 27th. May 27th is my goal date to finish the next episode. Justin, you are falling asleep.
No, I was just resting my eyes.
You're falling asleep. You're
Resting my eyes.
You're tired. So yeah, if you have any other, if you missed it, feel free to take a look at the old video there, because it's going to be interesting there. What I'm going to be doing soon is I'm going to be incorporating more editing tutorials, like the basics of using Premiere and everything real soon. I just really want to find the time to do it, and it's something I want to do. With that said, it's something that's just going to take some time. So, if you have any questions about what I do, yeah, let's make a nap stream. Make watch Justin slowly fall asleep. That's actually a stream I've always wanted to do. Is make a stream of me falling asleep. Except I don't sleep with any pants on, so yeah, I don't think you want to see that.
Too late.
Not on the stream. Let me see here for a second. TMI, Evan. Yes, I do. Yes, I do give a lot of TMI. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Too much information.
No, it's not what it means. It means... Tom Mayer's invasion.
You are more worse than this than Daggett.
Daggett from friggin' Angry Beavers?
Yes.
What is he? I'm not getting the comparison. He was the guy...
He had... There was an episode where he and his brother, their spawn, their dam was in the middle of some fish spawn, and Daggett tried to figure out what spawn was abbreviated for, and it wasn't accurate, to say the least.
Oh yeah, I was bored on the central floor of Brony's page, as you see here, and I was posting pictures of Katamari ponies. Okay, Sunshine Princess, if you will. And I thought they were cute. Justin tried his hand at playing Katamari while he was over my house last time. He hated it.
I didn't hate it. It was just it was just really frustrating.
It's not really frustrating to learn. It's actually pretty simple. It's actually one of the things. I heard the game is infamous for having the most simplistic controls you could ever have. You just gotta get used to it. Which, by the way, I did beat Chloe Hatfield, who originally was the person who portrayed Nano on the show. I beat her at Tap My Katamari. which is the hardest game you'll ever play in your life if you have a lot of time to come up and continuously tap your phone. Besides, I never got the Angry Beavers' names. I just called them the Blonde Beaver and the Red-Nosed Beaver.
Basically, they're just angry pussies.
They weren't that angry either. That was the one thing about me. I'm like, they're not really that angry.
One of them was
Which one was the angry one?
Daggett.
Daggett wasn't angry. He was an idiot.
Yeah, he always walked around with that expression.
I thought Norbert was the angry one. He was always pissed off at Daggett.
No, Norbert was the calm and chillaxed one.
You know, I don't be honest here. I remember only one episode of the Angry Beavers, and it was an episode where it takes place in the middle of the night, and Daggett gets like one of those like kids' toys that's telling him that the Howler leeches are coming. And
what?
You don't remember the episode with the Howler leeches?
No.
He has this little toy. You know that toy you get when you pull the lever and you like an arrow points at an animal and says the cow goes moo. Whenever you do that, it just has this, I don't know, this like weird guy's head on the thing inside the arrow, and whenever it stops, it says the Howler leeches are coming. Send more money, and I'll send more stuff. And so he sends more money. He gets random stuff that doesn't work. And in the end, it's just not even the real leeches, I guess. It was just Norbert and his friends. And Daggett accidentally freezes them to death. You don't remember this the Howler leeches? The Howler leeches are coming! I remember I was coming back home from the Grand Brony Gala. I was dropping Higgins off, and it was the first time, and that was the first thing I did. I went back and watched the Angry Beavers, the Howler Leecher episode, because I was bored. I had to go into this website, which kept giving my computer viruses, and I had to watch in this poorly versioned, this poor man's versioned resoluted video. Hold on a second. I'll see if I can play a noise clip from it. If you look up the Howler leeches are coming, that'll come up. Here's the 10-second clip. I'll play you the audio from it and show you the visual.
The Howler leeches are coming.
I know that. What should I do?
Send more money. I'll send more stuff.
So he immediately goes to the bank, gets more money, and then just sends him stuff. And it's just all useless. Funny thing is that it's random stuff, but it's like, I never got into Angry Beavers, honestly. It was a weird show for me to handle.
Not to mention they kept going around saying Beaver Fever.
What? When was that? Oh yeah, Beaver Fever, the song.
Yeah.
There's only one point. I remember that song. I remember distinctly Daggett just shouting out randomly, "We're going home!" in that song. Wish I could imitate that voice. You know who he also voices?
Zim.
Do you know who else he voices?
Alpha 5.
Do you know who else he voices?
Oh.
Billy from Billy and Mandy.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. When you hear him shout, "I like pie," then there you go. Oh man, the fact that happens is just it's just one of those things where you let's look at that one thing, and like when you look at the Rugrats, and then you realize Wayne Knight was Chucky or something like that, for example. And then you look back and you're like, what the fuck, man?
No, Wayne Knight was not Chucky.
I know, it was an example. Wayne Knight was not Chucky.
He was chunky, but not Chucky.
Who the hell was He lost a lot. Did he lose a lot of weight?
Yeah, he did, actually.
Or was that John Goodman? I can't remember.
They both lost a lot of weight.
Well, yeah, I mean, what is Wayne Knight doing nowadays? He's no longer Newman. Jurassic Park hates him and everything.
else, I don't know. That was the thing about Wayne Knight in movies. He always played the fat guy. I think he was in the Brave Little Toaster. One of the Brave Little Toaster.
He was in Toy Story 2.
Yeah, he was Al.
Yeah.
The fat guy. It's like, if you were to choose someone who would play Wayne Knight in like a biographical film, who would you choose?
Jack Black.
Jack Black as Wayne Knight. Why? Why would Jack Black ever play Wayne Knight?
Because I couldn't think of any slightly short, fat actors.
He's not that fat. I think he's just wide. I don't know. If I ever thought of a cartoon image of Jack Black, I always pictured him as more like a square-shaped character.
Well, they had one in the beginning of the Pick of Destiny.
No, that wasn't animated though.
The beginning sequence was.
Just a fat kid.
Yeah.
The one where Meatloaf is his dad.
Again, the opening credits sequence, not the actual film itself.
I don't remember this. I have to see Pick of Destiny again. Was that a good movie? I don't remember.
Meh.
It was meh, yeah. It's watchable. It wasn't bad, but it was good at the same time. Like,
it wasn't bad, but it was just average.
Was it? Yeah, it was average. I saw it on YouTube one time, one of those illegal videos, and it was just something to watch. The music in it is incredible.
Long ass fucking time ago, in a town called Kickapoo, there lived a humble family, religious through and through.
Can't do that. It's gonna get copyright. But, like, I do have that song on my iPhone, and probably one of the greatest Dio cameos ever.
Did he make much cameos?
Yeah, he was in that song, and
Okay, but do you have any other cameos? Is what I'm asking.
Was he in South Park, or was that just a guy pretending to be Ronnie James Dio with the actual song from?
Pretending.
They did use Holy Diver in the song. I know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, because that. Oh yeah, now I remember. He was doing like the worst Ronnie James and Dio impression ever. Are you kids ready to rock? And then when they play the real audio, he has that amazing voice that everybody loves. God, Ryan James Dio's voice was amazing. He went way too soon.
Rest in peace.
Hey, he rest in peace, man. But like, yeah, the guy. It's funny because I told you that story about him with Rob Halford and Black Sabbath at Ozfest that one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rob Halford sings Paranoid and he messes up the last half. But that another thing. You can look this up. Rob Halford, he's singing Paranoid. One of the greatest heavy metal songs to have ever been produced. He messes up the last half of it. Rob fucking Halford of Judas Priest.
Sounds about right.
What do you mean sounds about right?
Well,
his voice is awesome.
It is awesome. But I remember, I'm pretty sure this happened years after that incident. But Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden was giving him a little bit of shit for using what's called an auto cue.
I don't know what that is.
It's basically kind of like a teleprompter for singing, kind of like karaoke.
Yeah, a lot of people use that. You can't remember the words to every one of your songs.
Yeah, and he was using one for his song Breaking the Law, and Bruce was giving him a bit of a hard time about it, saying it's not that hard, dude.
Yes, it is. I can imagine it would be that hard. It's like, who's written the most songs ever in the world? You can't remember, like, the first thing you ever wrote?
Well, this is one of the reasons why Bruce Dickinson is...
a dick.
A dick.
Yeah, friggin' Bruce Penison.
Richardson.
Dickard. Dick. But, like, one of the things that's
that I find fascinating is that just, you go up there and you have the teleprompter there. Like, you ever seen that one you've seen the Simpsons movie, right?
Yes.
Like when Green Day's in the opening and they're just singing the Simpsons theme song and the prompter's just going da 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 da.
Yeah, I remember.
That's the worst part about that. You don't know how it's supposed to go. You just when you're reading it, but you gotta just remember how it's supposed to go with the rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could tell a lot of people do it. Like, I was watching Ozzy's entrance from at Ozfest 2010. He opens up with "Bark at the Moon." He's trying to put on this jester's hat, but every single time he breaks because he's reading the prompter, obviously.
Yeah, I was at that show.
Oh my god, that must have been incredible.
Fun story. That was the first time that Ozzy had toured with Motley Crue since 1984, and when so I paid for my ticket, and turns out it was like $150. It was down in front, to say the least.
Wait, is this that story you told me about? Sorry.
Which one?
The one where it can't. I don't want to spoil. You go on. I'm not going to spoil it.
But basically, for those of you who have not been to at least an amphitheater, normally right against the stage there is a barricade. It's usually reserved for people to actually have a mosh pit down in front, and I was just right outside of it. So,
well, you don't mosh.
What?
Well, you don't mosh.
No, I don't. I said I was on the outside of it.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, at least a few rows back. But every time the lights went off, I actually jumped the aisle. And then by the time Motley Crue was at the end of their performance, I was at the barricade itself. Then suddenly the lights go out. Ozzy comes on. Well, before Ozzy comes on, the lights go out, and I jump the barricade.
You jumped the barricade?
Yeah, I was down in front for Ozzy.
That's incredible, man.
I'm the concert cruiser. I've done shit like that.
And you've also done shit. A lot of shit. He's done the weeds.
So much shit, you dream of it.
I mean, like, he's done the weed. And by weed, I mean he went out to the front of his lawn, picked out a dandelion and just all those prickly leaves and just decided to just immediately brought it inside.
We were so broke we used to smoke weeds. You know that, right?
I was suggesting you were having sex with it, but it's just like, is that what smoking means? Smoking the monkey? Or does that shock it? Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can get another friend on here.
Jackie?
Stop spoiling the match. Can't tell if she's on or not. All I'm hearing is static. Oh!
Hey.
Hey, how you doing tonight, Jackie?
I'm swell.
You don't sound swell. You sound like you're about to die.
What?
We're like 6 days away from our flight.
My dazzling picture, the CMYK didn't go over as well as I hoped, so I have to refigure it out and then print it out on Wednesday, which is the last day I have to get everything ready before I fly.
Oh, are we disturbing you at a bad time?
I was just laying down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you. I mean, if you want to go back
to... wake me. You just let's see.
Well, you were on
for 10 minutes.
Well, you were on our stream a moment ago talking about something about feels.
I saw. So you were all like, I gotta feel it. You gotta feel it. And I'm like, what the hell are you feeling?
I'm feeling my dick.
Oh. Well, I'll take it. This isn't a stream then.
Yes, it is.
Oh dear.
I got a life.
Oh.
This is actually one of the cooler McDonald's toys. This Mario set they put out, it's actually pretty cool. They have one of Mario that every time you jump him, it makes the sound effect of when he jumps. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, McDonald's is basically trying to be the Disney ride of fast food toys.
I miss the glasses. Like, every time someone brings up those glasses on my collector boards that I'm on, I'm like, fuck, I used to have those and I loved them. What
Yeah.
happened to them?
Well, they started giving people cancer.
Shut up.
Glasses for what?
They used
Like, they did a whole Disney release where it was like the box cover art on them.
Okay.
they were collector glasses like cups.
Oh, those. I thought you meant like eyeglasses.
And then they stopped doing it because people kept drinking out of them and they kept getting cancer for some reason.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they
It just
did.
sounds like
No,
a
that's actually a
totally-
true fact of what happened.
Not everything you read on Wikipedia.
Heck, it's kind of like it's kind of like why they had to recall these Pokeballs from Burger King.
The jumbo ones?
No, these things, these little plastic ones. The one
I
I'm
can't
holding.
see anything from you, Evan.
Oh, sorry, I have my camera off. Sorry about that. These little plastic Pokeballs right here were recalled because babies apparently they actually
Killing children, yeah.
yeah, they're right here. You remember when they were making that they made that creepy commercial side message at the end of every commercial? They showed the Pokeball on the side there saying Burger King's recalling this. And it's like it was all like dazed and creepy.
Yeah, all because like some younger brother put one of those on his baby brother's face.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand that. I mean, like you don't want to give away toys that are like hazardous to a child.
Well, I just got myself this toy to get signed.
Nice.
I think I know something I can do for this stream, actually. Hold on. I was at Walmart, and I actually got me some new brushies.
Ooh. Are they the plastic bag ones? Or like I like to call them dime bag brushies?
No, they're these this set edition here, where let me see what I got here. They came in, they were $4 for two.
Ooh.
And these aren't two boxes, these are two in each pack.
Ooh, neato.
So I'm going to be opening these for the thing here, because I got nothing better to do. But yeah, these were a good deal here.
Well, let's see here. My friend Austin stopped by. Our friend Erica wants me to get this signed for her at Everfree Northwest.
Oh, it's Cadence!
Cadence. Oh my god.
And basically, yeah, I'm actually getting like several autographs for some friends. I'm getting Evan the Dazzlings.
Hell yeah, you are.
Yeah.
After I got you that Black Power Ranger autograph, you know you're gonna get it.
That and also the DBZ one for my brother.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Sarah and I are gonna try and get some autographs for a friend of ours who's gonna be she's having surgery, so she can't come out to the convention.
Oh.
So
I'm sorry to
And
hear
my friend
that.
also wanted me to get his one of his anime DVDs signed, and in exchange, he gave me these. These are the kids from Willy Wonka.
oh dear, that's hilarious.
But isn't
I
that
find it really neat because when it comes to the world of performing and acting, the one thing I always find fascinating I call departure stories. People who actually were in a good movie and had an entire career lined up for them, but they decided to leave.
Well, to be fair, when the movie came out, it wasn't like revered as it was.
No, but still, I do wonder if had they known, or at least Peter Ostrom, who played Charlie Bucket, had he known the film was going to have this kind of a legacy, would he have tried one more movie? Because that was his first and only film by choice. What?
I'm looking at this character here, and she has a pretzel for a cutie mark. Alright, take one guess what this character's name is.
Twist?
No,
Is
Salt?
it pretzel?
it's Pretzel.
Yeah. I'm
Her
so
name is
sorry.
Pretzel. Who can remember Pretzel from that one episode of MLP? Y'all remember Pretzel? Pretzel the pony?
I hope this week's episode has a pretzel in it just to shut you up.
I haven't seen it yet, so no spoilers.
Well, Canada, like, they're getting, like, next week's episode a week before us, and people are actually putting it out on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
Stop leaking Hasbro's shit!
Well, why are they airing it at different times?
I don't know. Time zones, daylight savings, Benjamin Franklin. I don't know.
They produce it there. I'm not sure. Maybe.
That's where episode babies come from. Ooh, I needed a new comb. So let me break this one out to put for the rest. So yeah.
I also got a thing to play on the plane.
I just ended up selling one of my Zakaras.
Nice.
Yeah, she sold for $20. That was pretty cool.
That was the glow one. That's one I've been meaning to...
One girl bought 3 of my ponies individually, so I just messaged her and I was like, "Hey, you bought 3 of my ponies. Do you just want to see what I have and like we can discuss something?" And she's like, "Yes, please."
Charge her $500 for all of them.
Nah.
You best try and get Jackie's ponies fast, because if not, they're gonna be sold out in no time.
Yeah, I don't have that many left because that girl took God, what'd she end up getting? She got
this is
Shirley
good.
with the Cutie Mark Crusaders. She got Pinky and Sweetie Belle. She got Sunny Rays, Dewdrop Dazzle, Blossom Swarth. I don't recall if she took Honey Buzz or not.
I don't know who
I think she did.
So that's Pretzel right here. So there's these like...
She's a pearlescent pretzel.
What, the model? Pearlescent?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is another one. I got Countess Coloratura over there as well.
I mean, it's nice to see that they're starting to package them a little nicer again.
I got like these little things over here.
Hey, damn it, let me talk!
Easy.
Sorry, but you know it's my pet peeve, and I've been trying hard to, say something.
Go on.
I'm tempted to sell this.
Whatever you want to do.
I'm just not into Pokemon anymore. Not that it doesn't have some value to me, but it's just... They're like, what, like 10 games in? It's the same thing over and over again.
Not really. The new one actually created a new setup.
Yeah, the new one's completely different. Like, I'm still feeling a little jarred by it. Like, I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, the only thing it's really well done, and like the only thing that's kind of unoriginal is there is an Elite Four, but it's kind of like because it's more like reestablished on the island that you're on. But other than that, the ways you get to the Elite Four is like a completely different scenario. You don't go to a gym; you go to each city, and there's like a trial you got to go through.
Yeah, an island trial.
One of the things you gotta like collect items. Another one you have to battle like a friggin' hard ass Pokemon, and the other one you have to like fight a trainer. But other than that, it is heavily different. Heck, even the team you're against, Team Skull, is not even like one of those terrorist groups. They're like a legit street gang. And then you play the game later and you realize the real villain's a complete and total psychopath.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else do we got here? I got this one right here, which is a pink generic pony. Take one guess what this character's name is.
Isn't that Cherry Berry?
You bitch. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's Cherry Berry, but I believe the fans refer to her as Berry Punch.
No, Berry Punch is the alcoholic.
Right, I thought that was the same one.
No, she has purple hair. This one is gold.
Okay.
She looks like Rapunzel.
Actually, I had a Cherry Berry that sold.
Yeah, but this one's shiny.
Interesting. That's good for her. Mine was in, I believe it was the second or third wave release, and it came with, it had to be third wave, because it came with a portrait of Cadence in shining armor and their wedding cake.
Oh yeah, because we remember that character from the wedding episode. Was she in there?
I don't know. I think that's just how they wanted to market her.
Make her one of the bridesmaids. You know when Lyra Heartstrings was hypnotized to be a complete demon? You know what? I just realized something.
What about that amazing rock that looked like Lyra Heartstring?
Oh yeah, that amazing rock. You know what I just realized though? Didn't
It was in the like one of the recent episodes where Maud gets her doctorate degree.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a rock that looks like Lyra Heartstrings, and Lyra's like freaking out. She's like, "Please don't hurt me."
I was like, oh good, more Lyra stuff for me to play as over the weekend.
And friggin' Bonbon comes by saying, she's like, "That's mine. Get your own."
Me and Sarah are just gonna caress each other's faces while we're dressed as Lyra and Bon Bon.
Yeah, but they're friends.
Best friends.
Best deep friends.
No, me and Brony already made the joke, so let's just not go with that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch Buck to the Face on the 100th episode, where he teams up with me, the self-proclaimed boyfriend to every mayor in Ponyville.
So you're a Gary Stew?
Sure, why not? Anyway, yeah, it's Cherry Berry there. I like these new, like, reflective, like, shiny-esque ponies here.
I still feel it's a pearlescent. Have you used the app with them yet?
No, I think I have, but I didn't really get into it.
We should hang out one day, and I got a new phone, so it's got all this extra memory on it.
Yeah.
And we should just, like, download the app on my phone and go to town on all your ponies.
We were supposed to hang out when I was up there.
Oh, I'm sorry I got sick.
Yeah,
Next
give her
time
a
I'll
break.
come and vomit
Yeah,
all
give her a
over
break, you crap-eating jackass. She was getting sick. She was feeling more shittier than that.
She just said she was going to vomit all over me next time. Leave it at that.
I'm recording that. Anyway,
That's called a German shower.
That's disgusting.
I don't think that's what a German shower is, but I got
Or if-
a Twilight and a Rainbow Dash here.
I was like, how purple did they make her? Like, I always find like they can never really grasp the right color mix for Twilight.
I also
How
want
they
to.
do.
I also like how these two boxes Twilight's looking up at that brush like, holy shit. And my other one here,
It's gonna be so bruised.
my favorite one here is Rainbow Dash is looking right up her OC's ass. So you get that little reaction there.
She's like dat flank dough, dat flank.
Oh man, she is totally meant for Applejack.
So my friend Sarah, she was doing artwork, and she put that line in that the ponies have that separates like their butt and their legs.
Yeah.
And her husband freaked out and was like, "You're sexualizing these ponies." And she goes, "No, I'm not. This is how they look in the show." He's like, "Nuh-uh." And so she pulled up episodes. She goes, "There it is."
Why does Sarah
Where's
have like
that pony?
Why does Sarah have like episodes for convenience to show this?
Do you not have a collection of pony episodes to just pull up at random?
No?
In almost every episode, they show the characters walking from behind.
Not really. I mean, well, no, they don't. Do you want to know how I can prove that?
Children walking or moving from behind.
I can
Or
actually
three-quarter
prove that.
numbers.
I can actually prove that because a long time ago I was trying to work on a pony parody of the opening of a G Gundam, and I could not, for the life of me, find a shot of a pony of Twilight Sparkle from behind. Or any.
Well, go look again. I'm sure there's plenty of reference now.
I hope so because I want.
I saw one episode like that at least had that with AJ in the apple bucking season. She's walking away from the going, "I need no help from now, pony."
I don't think she's that screechy. My goodness.
Like I can do her voice.
Anyone can do her voice.
I don't need no help from no pony. It was close. I actually did an audition for a video series last night.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
How'd that go?
I don't know. I just sent an audition. It was this guy was doing a stop motion Bionicle movie. And I'm like, yeah, I like Bionicles. I'll just go for this one. So I sent in all these voice reel. Like one character sounded like Button Mash, so I just went over and said, "Hi, my name is this guy. I'm gonna do this." Okay, I need
Adorbs.
what?
I said adorbs.
He wasn't that adorable. Button Mash is kind of one thing there. I don't know. Whenever I heard Shady Box doing that voice, the only thing I am hearing is a young version of Jade and Yuki. So apparently, sorry, go on, Justin.
Thoughts on the episode so far?
I haven't seen it.
I need to watch the Fluttershy episode.
There's a Fluttershy episode now.
It's the 5th episode. That might be the one that was put out early.
I don't know.
Oh, did you buy a VIP dinner for Everfree?
No, I don't have money to go randomly do things. I'm there to sell because I have no money. But My pins should be in by the 9th, and I've already pre-sold 3 of them because there are only 50 pins.
Nice. You gotta
That's
advertise your stuff through video more. I'd be happy to do it for you.
I bet you would, Evan.
Why not? I can replicate an entire 15-second scene from Aqua Teen Hunger Force in 8 hours. I can do that. I did.
If I had them for you to make videos of, that'd be great. Except I don't, because they're coming in on the 9th. There was a problem with them because the back was supposed to say Marina, Ellie for limited edition, and then 50 because I'm only making 50 pins.
Okay, I'm sorry to change the subject here. Why the hell does every single Rainbow Dash person gotta have like the wild hair? Look at this.
She's wild.
Look at this. This is unacceptable.
Put her in hot water. It will straighten that hair up.
Putting this in hot water.
It's like came out. Put her in hot water.
No, like I had a Pinkie Pie.
I'll throw her in my swimming pool. I'll make it better.
Warm water, and it gave her Pink Amina hair.
Why would I want that?
Pink Amina Diane Pie.
Yeah.
The time when everybody thought Pinkie Pie's parents was like an Amish, like weird religious family.
They're rock farmers.
God, I remember.
And they did come across as Amish.
I remember when when you know that DeviantArt game, no poking, where you could poke the little pudgy ponies.
No.
There's this one version where I could play it on DeviantArt. Which, by the way, people, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for tonight's segment of about what just got posted on DeviantArt. For those who don't know, this is a recently introduced segment where I go on DeviantArt and I find the weirdest shit you could ever find. That was just recently posted. Justin, you remember this, don't? Where'd he go?
He vanished, and I'm gonna have to go to bed soon because I'm up at 5 in the morning.
God damn it.
Sorry. I didn't make my schedule, I just bid for it.
Fine, you'll be leaving after this segment then.
Fine.
Okay, so I'm
Did you want me to finish telling you what happened to the pins?
yeah, sure, go ahead.
Oh, thanks. So, they screwed up the backs. The back was supposed to say Marina, because that's the character, with limited edition 50, because there's only 50 pins. And it was supposed to be done in the Equestria font. They just wrote Ellie 50 in Arial font, like so tiny. So I was like, no, that's not gonna fly.
That sucks. Hopefully they'll get it right this time. If they don't, you're just gonna have to sound.
Hopefully, they're supposed to do a rush, and it's supposed to be to us by the 9th.
Hopefully. Now, let's take a look here. There's this picture of this girl here with elephants. Elephantesque. What is wrong with the elephants here?
Well, I'm not seeing any elephants, dude.
Oh yeah, that's
Me
right.
either.
Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta just sorry about that share screen. I thought I turned it on. Sorry about that. There you go.
They're really long.
And those elephant trunks are fingers.
Are they really fingers?
Yeah, you can see the fingernail.
They look like dicks.
I'd say fingernail.
Let's just ignore dad ass there right over there. But let's see why the hell the Romans are riding the elephants. Oh, there's a baby one there. I wouldn't be able to know it.
Well, to be fair, the warrior Hannibal actually did ride an elephant into battle.
Let me see what else we got here. We got Foxy. I like this one. Arc practice. Nice. This one here of Freezy. What the hell? Oh, this isn't Frieza. This isn't chilled. This is frigid. Friggin' frigid.
I posted some garbage on my DeviantArt recently.
There you go.
I actually don't have a DeviantArt.
I am Lord Frigid.
I'm just not that familiar with DeviantArt.
It's just an art sharing website. There's Elsa and an
Yes.
owl. There's creepy Elsa and an owl.
She's the creepiest.
I don't know which is
Hello,
creepier.
Puff. Good to see you too.
I'm gonna go.
Who the hell is that?
Who the hell cares? It's gone now. So let's see what else we got here to post on DeviantArt. We got some Onyx Tourmaline, who apparently is part cat. What else do we got? More Five Nights at Freddy stuff. Always fun. Leafeon. Friggin' Leafeon, baby. I'm gonna save that one. That looks really nice. So there's this one here of the Nakano Masuke. Why is Ino's not fighting Sakura? She's playing Sakura. I don't know. I'm aborting this joke.
Are those like movement lines or levitation lines?
Stink lines?
Maybe it's heat.
You gotta get the heat on when you're playing Bass Sakura Ball. I'm gonna go over to another one. Let's refresh and see what else people are posting nowadays.
I sent you a link if you want to see the garbage I posted later.
I could share it.
No.
Ooh, look at this one. You look so cute. Oh, it's a bass.
Do not start singing that Megan Trainor song.
What bit? Okay. Anyway, there's this dude. Valor Force icon. Looks like Jimmy Wetzel if he was a pony, I guess. I don't know.
Who's Jimmy Wetzel?
He's a guy on. He's a game critic from Hidden Block.
Dogs.
Yeah, you get a lot of dogs on DeviantArt. Like there's Tails. There's a dog.
Here's something, Jackie. The latest episode of Hoof Rock I did was about the song "My Past Is Not Today."
There's more dogs.
I also use it to kind of promote Everfree Northwest and my panel I'm going to be doing there. And I sent it to Rebecca Choiquette, Sunset's voice actress, who not only liked it, but retweeted it.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, that's always nice. To me, like, that's one of the seals of approval when you've done good.
Done well.
Yeah.
Superman.
I should rename this segment. How long it takes for you to find a dog on DeviantArt.
There's one.
Oh no, that's a cat. Oh wait, there he is, right there. There's the dog.
Yeah, I told you, there's one.
Let's rename the segment. The segment is called "Find the Dog."
So yeah, Justin. I found that ponies wearing socks was a thing that people wanted to buy art of.
Yeah.
And I felt kind of annoyed because no one was asking for anything outside of like certain female ponies. So I was like, screw this. I'm drawing Big Mac in socks for myself. So I did that, and I posted it like at the booth as a joke, and someone actually decided to purchase it at the Grand Brony Gala or whatever down in Tampa. And they had Peter New sign it.
So
I posted, and I was like, I really hope you liked this artwork. He's like, I certainly did. So I was like, yes.
So
vindicated.
So who is this character? I've been seeing him all over the place.
Which one?
This blue fairy thing.
Aquamarine.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is something that's shown up recently in Steven Universe, but it seems like a Steven Universe piece.
It looks like a Steven Universe. I just passed several images. Ooh, Jurassic World priorities. I like Jurassic Park, and I don't know what the hell this is. Oh, it's a pterodactyl.
Yeah, it's that guy.
It's that guy. Yeah, like that's gonna help.
I've known hundreds and hundreds of that guys. Remember, I work at the Monsters Inc. show.
Yeah, no.
Is that Pirate Bane?
In the background of Jurassic World, one of the guys running away has 2 martinis, and he's running away from the pterodactyls.
Oh, okay. I've only seen the movie once.
A lot of people have cosplayed him as soon as it came out. Like, that was a thing at Dragon Con. There were people running around everywhere with just 2 martinis. It's like the most honest drinking costume.
Hey, you there? Ooh, there's some pancakes. I'm gonna save those pancakes. Oh, and this thing's adorable. I'm gonna keep that.
Do my thing.
What's your thing? What is going on here? What is going on in this image?
It's day 226, though. This person's been dedicated.
No, it is not. All right, fine. Let's take a look at Jackie's things here on DeviantArt. You post a lot.
Make fun of my crap.
I don't want to make fun of your crap. You don't make crap.
Make fun of my crap. I mean my art. Same thing.
But you have beautiful art. You pay.
Nobody ever wants to admit
for performing farts.
Fine. Say hello to Jackie. Jackie Nightwell. Nightwell.
Yeah, Nightwell.
It's like Night Dwell.
Yeah.
Or Quill.
Yeah, there you go.
Say hello to Jackie Nightwell's DeviantArt page. You can find all the usual stuff there. Everything from Steven
All the
Universe.
usual stuff.
From ponies to Steven Universe to Disney stuff. All kinds of stuff here. Like this picture of Danny Phantom. That apparently is
I
only
only spent 15 seconds on that.
It's nice. This is 15 seconds work.
Disney stuff. Did you see that they announced the Disney princesses for MegaCon?
What?
Yeah. They announced some of the voice actresses from various Disney princesses to be at MegaCon, like Jasmine, Belle,
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas, yeah, and even one prince, or a quote prince, the dude from Little Mermaid.
Yeah, Prince Eric. He was a prince.
I didn't know.
Oh, there's that picture of you as Elsa, and I love it.
Oh, shucks, thanks.
I love that image
You
of
know
you
how
as
I
Elsa.
got down those stairs?
How'd you get down?
I slid down the rail. There's video of it somewhere.
I remember a guy I was at when I was in Mississippi. I actually got into an improvised fight with a guy dressed as Sora when I was doing my Roxas cosplay.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it was cool. I couldn't find an image. I just literally just went at him slid right towards him and just started banging the shit out of his keyblades. My keyblades against his, it was awesome. Except as usual, he creams the shit out of me.
He creamed you?
Yeah, it was part of the act. Roxas loses to Sora.
He's turning it into a joke.
Yeah.
No, that's...
He's being inappropriate, Evan.
Justin, if you keep this up,
You
I'm
were
gonna...
creamed by a guy.
Justin, if you keep this up, I'm gonna freaking ground you.
There's a humanoid rarity right there, Evan.
Oh, where? Was that Pirate Rarity?
She's a swashbuckler, thank you.
Yes, swash.
Someone designed like some amazing looking swords, and I asked them if they would mind if I started designing outfits for them.
Yeah, it's a good sword.
Yeah, that's not my sword design, but the guy did an amazing job designing these swords. I think I have a link in the Who's He What to the pony swords.
God, I should give you something to draw on the plane while you're waiting for something or something like that, just to keep your mind in the art.
Go to the link and see the swords the guy designed for all the ponies. They're amazing.
Where are they?
They're in my description.
I follow other artists like Chocolate Chow Fun. Choco Chow Fun.
Yeah, I was
one.
inspired by this person on DeviantArt.
The Mane 6 Swords. I like how Applejack's is a friggin' Buster Blade.
Yeah, so I saw these, and my friends and I discussed what class each pony should have, and so we actually Sarah has a thief costume and she needs to make her sword. My sword's partway done. So is my costume for Rainbow Dash.
I like that picture of a friggin' rose looking Carrot Top's cute.
Yeah, no, this person's great art. That's why I was like, oh yeah, no, you guys gotta look at this person's art too.
So yeah, I just put there. Somebody in the chat room, I apologize if I've been ignoring you or anything like that, but write something for Jackie to draw on the plane.
This doesn't guarantee anything.
It's not a commission work, it's just something to prove how well of an artist she is.
I'm not that well of an artist. You've seen the artwork.
Tell her to paint the most professional thing ever. She will paint the Mona Lisa in 15 seconds.
No, I shall not.
Of course, by paint the Mona Lisa, she means she'll just draw a smiley face and just give it a wig or something.
I might not draw a smiley face. That's the thing about the Mona Lisa. Is it a smile or is it not?
No, it's clearly a smile.
It's a secret.
No, it's a smile. She is clearly smiling. She's making the archway of making a facial expression that is a smile. That's cute. Oh, it's gone. What the hell is this thing?
It's ruined everything.
What is this? What is this thing?
It's a sack of the future.
It's the sack of failure.
Oh, there you go.
Which one's the sack, though? Is that the sack? Is this the sack? Is that the sack? What the hell is this?
Everything's a little bit of a sack. You need to calm down.
Hey, my sack is bigger than that and more compatible than you can possibly imagine. Hey, look, there's friggin' Phineas in long pants. That's always useful to have. You ever seen the image of Phineas looking forward?
Nope.
Yes.
Does one exist?
Yes, it does not look right.
There's Aku.
I went and saw the Phineas and Ferb best live show ever. Not gonna lie, there was a lot of nightmare fuel, but I enjoyed myself immensely.
It's kind of like when they made like a Peppa Pig theme park and you have to get a picture of Peppa Pig and it looks terrifying. It's like getting a picture with Little Bill.
Oh, God.
Did you ever see the pictures of the meet and greets with Little Bill at freaking...
No, but that just sounds horrible.
Okay.
No.
Jackie, you actually got a challenge.
Do I?
Yeah. Someone wants you to...
Alright, Evan has to filter the challenges and send them to me so I don't forget. Because I'm
Draw
falling
a centaur version of Justin singing his new theme song, My Little Justin. And it's his theme song is My Little Justin because his dad's caretaker came in and just keeps referring to him as My Little Justin, and we just been referring to it as him from now on.
Okay. Mayhaps.
Mayhaps. We'll see what happens.
It mayhaps.
Mayhaps like Mimi over here. Oh, I would so adopt that. Mimi is so cute. She's in the Kawaii universe. Let me see what else we got here on DeviantArt. I'm going to just save Aku there. So by saving Aku, whatever character I post next to it, he's going to be looking at him with that sick-ass shit-eating grin smile. Let's see what else we got here on DeviantArt that's been uploaded. What was I like to call? Find the thing. I'll make the derpy the next one. So she'll be
looking awkwardly back at it.
Yeah, right? Hold on.
Now go to your thing and look at both of them looking at you.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now.
Don't forget to screen cap it and make it like the thumbnail for this video.
I can't. I've already got a thumbnail for the video.
Oh, you're terrible.
It's Triton's nipples.
No, it's not that. That's a weird thing. Whenever I've been sharing this... There it is, right there. Oh, there's 3 characters in there. It works. No, not the... Look at this. Mimi, Aku, and Derpy. Like, she's singing...
So you're going all rape face on both of them.
She's trying to sing, but she sings badly. He's not trying to laugh. He's like, I think she sings badly. She's like, I don't know. Just gonna...
Derby's just uncomfortable with it all. She's just like, stranger danger.
Stranger danger, bad touch, bad touch. There's Lizard Lord. So what else do we got here going on? There's a person doing a Team Skull cosplay. Looks like. Except I don't remember any of the Team Skull grunts wearing a large biker vest. There's a rock.
They're all about rocks.
That's gonna go in Charlie Brown's Halloween sack.
Yeah, and
I got a rock.
Justin made a joke of that in the next Mystery Brony Theater episode. There's a rock in here. What?
Spoilers, Evan.
Yeah, well, no one's gonna know where it is. No one will remember it.
Oh god, what was it? Me and Sarah were discussing,
He's so soft, and oh my god, that's not one of My Little Ponies. It's like a Click me, I'm animated. What does this do? Am I gonna get a jump scare or something?
Probably.
Oh, he's walking.
That's so terrifying.
I'm Freddy here.
That's not what he sounds like. Sarah and I were discussing how Maud and Pinkie Pie have a similar trait where they just kind of like are brutally honest without meaning to like be a dick to people.
Yeah, it's something I gotta learn.
Because, you know, Rarity was like, oh, look at this chartreuse gem, darling. It's so rare and very uncommon. And she's like, actually, it's really common. They're all over here.
She's just really sad.
And, well, like, Sarah pointed out, like, how bad, like, she felt for Rarity. Because, like, Rarity's talent, that, like, when she got her cutie mark, was she found, like, a rock full of friggin' rare gems. So...
Well,
Rarity should know her gems because it's her fucking talent. And then she was just like shown up by Maud.
Yeah, it's really, really...
And then it made me wonder...
Hey look, gay vampires!
Is your cutie mark just always predetermined? Does it have anything to do with your talent? Or is it just it appears at different times for everyone, just like regular puberty.
Okay. Don't mean to change the subject here, but I want to perform a magic trick. This is actually something I want to bring with me to Everfree Northwest.
Very well, you have the floor.
What?
You said very well, you have the floor.
Okay, just basically, I haven't had a chance to test this on anybody, and I like to try it on you guys and anybody who might still be watching.
Everybody's watching. And there's a picture of his crotch.
God damn it, Evan.
Just kidding, go ahead.
What?
Well, I don't have a fucking table here. I'm trying to figure out, the right angle for this.
That's fine, go ahead, you're good.
Okay. Alright, well, I figured out a way to kind of make a little extra cash here. I said to some kid at the airport for a previous trip, I said, hey kid, come here. I got a game for you. It won't cost you much money. All I have to do is keep track of one of these 3 cards. We have 2 red cards here. There's 1. There's 2. And then we have this blue card here. This is going to be the cash card. This is one of the cards you have to keep track of. So I pointed to some pretty girl to try to distract him so I can move the cards around here, but he actually caught it. He said, I see it. You just moved it to the bottom. I said, nope. You owe me $1. He said, well, wait a minute. Then shouldn't it be on top? Well, let's go ahead and check here. Is it on top? No, that's another $1. So well, it's got to be in the middle here. Okay, well, let's check. Nope, that's another $1. It's like, you're not even using a blue card. That's another $1. It's like, okay, wait a minute. So is it in the middle? Is the blue card in the middle? Well, let's find out here. No, it's not. It's right there on top. He said, wait a minute. What the? Punk, you're not. What the fuck? How are you doing that? Well, let's see. How am I doing this? You have to figure it out. So he said, wait a minute. You're not even using 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. That's another $1. Okay. You know what? Double or nothing. You have the red card, the blue card. Oh shit! There it is. Fuck! I gotta work on that. But that was decent.
I don't know where that card came from. That was good stuff there. Don't show the secret there. Be careful doing that. You don't want to get in trouble getting money for not selling stuff.
Oh no, you're not actually. I'm not trying to make money off anybody. There's a story that goes with the trick, and that was the story. And I had it till the very end, but was it convincing until I screwed up?
I don't even know where you pulled that $14 card from, man. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
okay. At least it's something.
Switching subjects here. I was gonna bring in I was gonna show off something I made last Sunday here. I think Jackie, I don't know if you saw this video I made.
I'm not gonna get a chance. It is now 10:30 and I have to be up at 5 in the morning.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. You need to get some stuff here done, and I gotta do stuff too. I just gotta do that there.
You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for inviting me to the stream.
No problem. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, if you guys want to run it like an hour earlier, I'm totally down to do it then.
I always do it at 8 on Saturdays.
Yeah, I can only do an hour of it.
I've been meaning to do it on Sunday too, but I have to just test and see how the audiences are. But it depends on what it is. I might try another one. I want to try another one on Sunday to see if I can how the audiences are.
Alright, keep me posted if you want to do it at 7. I'm usually better at that. Just not this time because tomorrow I'm going to go see Guardians.
I have to see it.
I can't spoil anything.
Anyway.
Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Someone said you're going to go Toff style gambling on kids. That's funny. So, yeah, can I just get rid of the thing here, the thing I made on Sunday?
Sure, go ahead.
I'm going to show the quick scene here. I replicated a scene from Aqua Teen Hunger Force last Sunday. It took me 8 hours to make this. It's 15 seconds long. 16.
We do whatever we want to whomever we want, at all times. Moon and Knights unite.
Lock in.
No one can defeat the quad laser.
It is over now.
The bullet is enormous. There is no escaping.
So it just ends there. To compare and contrast, that's not the scene. This is the original scene as soon as I can find it. Here, I have to go back. Fuck. I'll show you some of the ropes behind that in just a moment. I'm just going to show the clip here. So here we go. This was the original scene right here.
We do whatever we want to whomever we want at all times. Moon and Knights unite.
Lock in.
No one can defeat the quad laser.
It is over now.
The bullet is enormous. There is no escaping.
So yeah, the original scene there that I did there was something I just wanted to replicate. Like the difference being when Nignock drops a cigarette here, it doesn't explode. I just added that feature on my own. So when I showed it to Justin, he said that he said, dude, that was impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was really hard work to do though. It took, because what I did, I basically traced over the Mooninites, trying to get the bodies down, and then I had to calculate the pixels on my own. And better yet said than done. Because apparently I had to do everything from each movement. Here, I'm going to show you the specs. I'm going to show you the specs. Where's the specs? Oh, here it is, Mooninites. So these are the puppets I had to make for that. Once again, the last one I just showed you was the original scene. I didn't do that one there. You can take a look at the video on my channel, Evan Bernardi. It was just an editing test I wanted to do. I sent it to him. I tried tagging Aqua Teen Hunger Force on Twitter and also sent it to Dana Schneider to see what he thought. But I don't know what the point of that was. I should have just sent it to one of the editors. Because Dana Schneider didn't have anything to do with editing. I don't even know if he even is an editor. Can Dana Schneider edit? You're friends with him on Facebook, to ask him.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm thinking of Dave Willis.
Yeah.
I do not know. I'll have to ask him.
Knowing him, he would probably just say it would be awesome either way, because he doesn't want to be a dick. It's just something you want to do. Unless you're Eric Stewart. Oh! Anyway,
I actually might sell my autograph of his, because I just the fact that he just blew Bruce off just kind of pisses me off.
Anyway, looking at the body here, this was the Nignock body right here. Just nothing on it. Good stuff. Each one had the different movement here, from the eyebrows. These are his eyebrows. And just, yeah, every single individual part of his body. Those two are his eyes. Both of his arms. And bear in mind, the arms had to be done either way. All these are his left arms. Everything from each movement. To him holding Mr. Laser. And there was 2 arms for the quad laser. One of it looking left and one of it looking right. It was not an easy process, let me say that. Basically, I was when they did the super quad laser attack on the end episode. You know the one. Mooninites reunite, duplicate, and conjoin. Is that what it was? It was Mooninites unite, duplicate, and conjoin.
No, it reminded with duplicate.
I know it was duplicate, or was it replicate? No. Major Shake could only replicate stuff. Well, he didn't know if he could or not, but you know. The hell's this? The quad laser by Mr. Fandango Jimmy's? Oh, he made his character shoot quad lasers. And they're just slow-moving squares. One thing I noticed there, I was watching the Mayhem of the Mooninites episode, and something I never noticed. When he fires the laser at Carl, goes back. When Carl disappears, it plays the death music to Atari's Pac-Man.
Really?
Yeah, you never noticed that?
No.
It's really weird. It's like something I never noticed. I mean, they used it in Paper Mario too, so you know it's probably all the way out there. No one's probably gonna care. You know, it's one of those one of those big secrets that you see in there. That's where I learned that stuff. Anyway, wait, I think I'm gonna conclude the stream tonight because I've run out of ideas to talk about stuff and I am getting exhausted because I have to wake up early tomorrow and enjoy whatever free time I have left.
What are you doing tomorrow?
I have to do more editing and get up early because I have school on Monday. I return to college. Justin, it was good of you to join us on our stream, even if it was at the last minute.
No problem.
Right. I'll get back to you tomorrow, and I'm just gonna relax tonight right now.
Alright, I gotta record some lines anyway.
Yeah, it's fine. Like I said, I gotta remind myself to do one on Sunday because I want to test the viewers' participation on Sunday to see how they do it, besides this one. Right, so...
Okay.
Thanks
well, in that case, I'll hear from you tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Alright, take care, man.
See ya. Yeah. No, I'm having a bit of a slow night right now because, Oh, wait, I gotta put my face back on. I'm having a bit of a slow night right now because I'm actually kind of confused whether or not the Sunday audiences are better or the Saturday nights are better, because something that I've been noticing is that when I did the Sunday stream a couple weeks ago, it may have had big more participants, but I was kind of a little bit worried here because I'm really concerned about these streams here on MySTREAMy Brony Theater. Are they good? I'm kind of a little bit nervous, honestly. Hey, Rainbow Dash, I'll put you right up here. Anyway, one other thing, because I like doing them, I like talking to people every night. I know these are not popular, and it doesn't bug me a lot, but, you know, I just want to know people are watching, having a good time, entertaining, but, you know. Anyway, a couple of things I want to look forward to. I got some new ideas that are coming out here. One of the things I'm going to be doing right now is working on the new episode, which will be out, again, episode air date will be on May 27th, Saturday. For those of you who can't go to MegaCon, you can enjoy that. Hopefully. That's my goal, at least. So, anyway, one of the other things there is I'm also going to be possibly announcing a couple weeks from now the show is going to be moving to another channel. I won't give you details of that later, but we'll see what happens. In the meantime, we'll just stick right here for MySTREAMy Brony Theater 4000. I hope you guys are enjoying what you're seeing here, because I'm having a lot of fun. So, in the meantime... remember to stay cool, stay awesome, and stop smelling flowers! Thank you for joining me. Good night.